Okay, so today's topic is glycolysis. So before starting this glycolysis, there should be some brief description about this lesson. Okay, so the breaking of the carbon-carbon bond of the complex compound through oxidation within the cell, leading to the release of considerable amount of energy. It is called as respiration. What is the usually we just think that only the breathe in and breathe out is a respiration, okay? But the actual respiration is going on inside the cell. That is a cellular respiration, okay? This glycolysis topic is under the heading of the cellular respiration only, okay? So the compounds that are oxidized during the respiration are known as respiratory substrate, okay? Because we need some energy during this process. A cellular process in which glucose is break down into two molecules of pyruvic acid is termed as glycolysis. It occurs in cytoplasm. It's very important to remember that this process of glycolysis is going on. It occurs in cytoplasm. Okay, so the fate of the pyruvic acid depend on the availability of oxygen and the organism. So under anaerobic condition means what? Anaerobic condition where the oxygen is not present. Okay, Dania, open your book and just see in your book, beta. Okay, because I'm going to
Okay,
ask. Okay, so this is the first part where you can see that how this glucose molecule will be converted into pyruvic acid, and this process is occurring in cytoplasm. When pyruvate is ready, it will move into the mitochondria and Krebs cycle is going to start. Okay, now we are going to see what is going on in the next. So keep it in your mind that what is the meaning of this glycolysis is a cytoplasmic pathway which breaks down glucose into three carbon compounds and generates energy. Glucose is trapped by phosphorylation with the help of the enzyme hexokinase. And ATP is used in this reaction, and the product glucose 6P inhibits hexokinase. Okay, this is all the process. The summary of the process you can see in front of you. Okay, these all are the formulas. First, glucose will convert into glucose 6 phosphate with the help of hexokinase enzyme. ATP is used during this process. Then this glucose 6 phosphate will convert into fructose 6 phosphate with the help of phosphoglucose isomerase enzyme. Okay, again, this glucose 6 phosphate will convert into fructose 1,6 biphosphate. And during this process, again, you can see here ATP is utilized. Means this all ATPs are utilizing. We need energy to convert this glucose molecule to this pyruvate. Okay, so this adenosine triphosphate will be converted into adenosine diphosphate. Then this fructose 1,6 phosphate will convert into two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. As you can see, the 6 glucose molecule, 6 carbon molecule convert into 2 glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. This glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate during the process of glycolysis with the help of this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, it will convert into 1,3 by bisphosphoglycerate. Okay, and during this process, NAD reduced to NADH. Okay, now again, this 1,3 this phosphoglycerate will convert into 3-phosphoglycerate, and during this process again ADP convert into ATP. Here you can see here ATP convert into ADP means energy absorbed within the reaction. Now we get ATP during this process. Okay, then this phosphoglycerate will convert into 2-phosphoglycerate with the help of phosphoglycerate mutase enzyme. Then this 2-phosphoglycerate convert into phosphoethanopyruvate with the help of enolase enzyme. Okay, and during this process, water molecule release, and after the final process, phosphoenolase pyruvate, it will be converted into pyruvate with the help of pyruvate kinase enzyme. And during this process, again, you can see adenosine diphosphate convert into adenosine triphosphate, means we get 1 and 2 ATP. So during the process of glycolysis, we get 2 times. Okay, 2 times you can see here that 2 ATPs are used, and here in the second part, 2 ATPs are getting during the process of glycolysis. And NAD reduced to NADH, that reduction is also going on during this process. Okay, this is an aerobic process, and it is going on in the cytoplasm. And after that, when we are getting this pyruvate will be converted into acetyl CoA, and acetyl CoA will uh, enter into the other cycle that is called as TCA cycle or Krebs cycle, right? Now moving to one stepwise, we are going to see what is going on. The first stage, there are 10 stages you have to write in your exam. Okay, when you are going to write, you have to write the 10 stages again. We are revised. In first stage, a phosphate group is added to glucose in the cell cytoplasm by the action of enzyme hexokinase. In second part, you will write in this, a phosphate group is transferred from ATP to glucose, forming glucose 6-phosphate. Then this glucose 6-phosphate is isomerized into fructose 6-phosphate by the enzyme phosphoglucomutase. Okay, in third stage, the other ATP molecule transfer phosphate group to fructose 6-phosphate. Okay, what is the purpose of ATP convert into ADP? Because during the process, phosphate group is needed. So this group will be added to this fructose 6. So this fructose 6-phosphate, it will be converted into fructose 1,6 this phosphate by the action of enzyme phosphofructokinase. It is very important that how many enzymes are used during the process you have to learn. Then stage 4, the enzyme adolase convert into fructose 1,6 bisphosphate into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroacetone phosphate, which are isomers of each other. Now the next step, step number 5, triose phosphate isomerase convert into dihydroacetone phosphate into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is the substrate in the successive step of glycolysis. Then step 6, you are going to see this step undergoes in 2 reactions, like you will see the enzyme glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase transfer 1 hydrogen molecule from glyceraldehyde phosphate to nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide like NAD to NADH. It will form. Okay. Then the next step you can see glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase add a phosphate to oxidize glyceraldehyde phosphate to form 1,3 this phosphoglycerate. Okay, you have to learn this one. It's very important. Okay, sit and learn 5 steps. Okay, move with the 5 step or 3 steps like this only, but learn, you have to learn all. And you have to draw that cycle even. Okay, in 7th step, you are going to see that phosphate is transferred from 1,3 this phosphoglycerate to ADP and it will form ATP. Means you will get energy during the process of glycolysis with the help of phosphoglycerate kinase enzyme. So two molecules of phosphoglycerate and ATPs are obtained at the end of this reaction, means step number 7. Now moving to step number 8. In step number 8, the phosphate of both the phosphoglycerate molecule is relocated from the third to the second carbon to get two molecules of 2-phosphoglycerate by the enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. Phosphoglycer mutate. Then the step number 9, the enzyme annullase remove of water molecule, as you can see in the previous cycle. Okay, from 2-phosphoglycerate to form phosphoannulose pyruvate. Okay, then step number 10, that is the last one, a phosphate from phosphoannulose pyruvate is transferred to ADP to form pyruvate, and ATP, we are getting ATP during the process of this glycolysis by the action of pyruvate kinase. Two molecules of pyruvate and ATPs are obtained as the end product. So after, means in the last, when we are getting this pyruvate, so what are the key points of glycolysis? We are going to see that what we get it. It is the process in which a glucose molecule is broken down into two molecules of pyruvate. The process takes place in the cytoplasm. It is very important. It is not in mitochondria. The glycolysis process is going on in cytoplasm of plant and animals. Okay. Then the 6 enzymes are involved in this process. Glycolysis, when you are going to learn glycolysis, keep it in your mind that 6 enzymes are involved in this process. Then the end products of the reaction includes 2 pyruvates, 2 ATPs, and 2 NADH molecules. Okay. So outcome is 2 pyruvates, 2 ATP, and 2 NADH molecules. It is very important. Okay. Hopefully you understand, every one of you. Any question or anything you are not able to understand? Okay, this is very important topic beside this Calvin cycle, Krebs cycle. So please start learning. I'm going to ask now glycolysis, how much you will learn, please now discuss. Okay, the first point. Okay, who is going to say, or who, whatever you understand about the glycolysis, what is this process? Can you please? Okay, first thing you have to keep it in your mind that it occurs in cytoplasm, not in mitochondria. Okay, glycolysis process is occurring in cytoplasm. The end product is of glucose is pyruvic acid. First, very important thing, when you are going to write in your exam, you have to write the first word or first line that glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. The end product of glycolysis is pyruvic acid. Okay, then glycolysis is the process which glucose undergoes partial oxidation to form two molecules of pyruvic acid. Okay, then you have to start stepwise, like I just make it for you all. Okay, step 1, stage 2, step 3, step 4, like this only. Okay. Okay, so you will move.